Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bevan Boychuk, action figure collector, Pokemon card collector, and real estate agent. I am here to review Gamerverse Juggernaut Marvel Legends. It was my birthday recently, and I received this as a gift, so as a thank you to that person, I am going to review this figure here on the channel. As you can see, I've already taken it out of the box because I've had this figure for about a week now. It's been on the shelf, I played with it, I've done a little bit of posing, but it's finally time to do a review. This video is sponsored by McDonald's Fountain Coke. Maybe not sponsored by, but definitely energized by. We're gonna start with the accessories. So first, you get an extra set of hands. They're kind of grabby, kind of slappy, right there. Nothing too fancy about these things. They're just here to cause damage. You could whip one of these across the room and take somebody's eye out. Like that's a promise. So if you have an annoying little brother or sister and you want to take their eye out, just get this figure. You also have this cool power effect that clips onto the fists that we'll get into. Because it's Gamerverse, this is from the Marvel vs. Capcom video game series. That's what they're inspired by, hence why you get this cool looking power effect right there. Nice orange. Not much to say about it. That are the accessories. Because this figure has so much plastic in it, there was no room in the box for more accessories. For scale, here he is next to my giant head. For the record, I wear a hat size 7 5/8. My head is not small. This action figure is just ginormous. Okay, so size aside, what does this figure have going for it? Well, one, it's got really good sculpt. As far as I know, I'm not a huge Marvel Legends guy, but as far as I know and I'm willing to guess, this figure is 100% unique. Maybe there's some like Hulk reuse in the arms or something like that. But sculpt-wise, it's awesome. And articulation-wise, he can do a fair amount. Like he can stretch all the way back like that. He doesn't get very close in terms of like closing his arms. The butterflies don't do a whole lot going forward. But he's got all your basic Marvel Legends articulation. He's got the bicep, he's got the forearm and the wrist. He's got this nice ab crunch, which doesn't do a whole lot. He's got ankles and toes and double jointed knees and hip sockets and all that. He's got a lot of articulation. Not a lot of it is useful on a guy this big, because even if you do get him into some cool poses, he's gonna fall over. So like, let's see if we can get him in a running pose here, because you know, the Juggernaut, you can't stop him once he starts going. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of posing with this guy. I'm also not a very good poser when it comes to figures. I'm proving my point. Okay, well we got, how does that look? That doesn't look that good for a runner. There, get a little deeper with that squat. It's gonna fall over. If I switch the arms. Okay, that's a bit better. There, that's not bad. Okay, he can pose a bit better than I gave him credit for. My skills as a poser are just, they're not there, guys. Like, I promise you. Everyone on the shelf is just standing up straight. Like, they're not doing anything special. So we got him in a little bit of a charge. It's kind of hard to tell, but that is what he's doing. He is charging. The helmet, not removable. That would have been a cool piece to do if you could have had like a second head where the helmet was removable. I don't know if that happens in the game or not, but it would have been cool to do for the figure. This is just a really awesome piece to have. Juggernaut is my favorite X-Men villain and probably my second favorite Marvel villain of all time. So he's awesome to have in the collection. He looks great. Let me go get some other stuff so I can show you the real scale of this guy. Okay, so here's Juggernaut. Here is my biggest X-Men figure, Beast, just dwarfed. And here is my smallest X-Men figure, Wolverine, just looks like a child next to Juggernaut. Like, This figure is so big, and it's been a while since I've owned it, but I think he's actually bigger than the Marvel Select Juggernaut figure. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's other reviews out there that has them side by side, but this is my biggest action figure, except for that Scott Steiner right there. That guy's like 12 inches tall. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not an action figure reviewer, I just like action figures. If I was gonna give this figure a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 9.5. And the only thing I would say is a flaw is that it doesn't have a removable helmet or a second head without the helmet. That's the only thing I would say is a flaw for this figure. So thank you to my friend who got this for me. It's wonderful to check off a figure from my top 10 wanted list, which is a video that did pretty well on the channel here a couple weeks ago. I do have a package coming in from Big Bad Toy Store with more birthday goodies that I bought for myself. And when that package comes in, I will do a video unboxing of that for you guys. And if you like this kind of a really crappy action figure review, I can review more of those figures because I have 3 coming on the way from BBTS. So, but that's it for now. So until next time, folks, I'll see you next time, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Call me if you want to buy a house.